Hello everybody and welcome to Third Beard Fishing. My name is Solomon. Today, this is a video I've been talking about a lot on Instagram. Today we are going to be talking about my fishing chest rig that I've been running and that I actually built myself. I had a lot of questions about it, and today we're going to get into it. I'm going to talk to you about what each individual pouch and item on here does, and why I put it together the way I do, and why I run it this way, and basically where I got these products from. And I hope it'll help you guys. I hope maybe you guys will want to do this too, because it's honestly completely and utterly customizable to whatever you want, whatever your needs are. And then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the future of this and my plans for upgrading this in the future to maximize and benefit me more for my kayak fishing later on down the line. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope it's informative. I hope you get something out of it, and I hope you just daggum enjoy it, because this thing is really cool. So without further ado, let's get into it. Before we begin this awesome video, I want to show you guys something. My views are mostly from non-subscribers, about 86%. So if you guys are watching this and you are not subscribed, please take the time to subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and I greatly appreciate your subscription. Now, back to this awesome video. Alright, so here is the chest rig in all its glory. I'm going to do just a real quick little side to side here so you can see all the pouches here I've got. I've got it on my wife's mannequin here so you guys can see what it looks like up close. There's a pouch over here on this side. It's a little dark on this side, I'm sorry. But yeah. Alright, so first and foremost, the reason why I run a Molle multicam chest rig is because I wanted something that was customizable. I looked online for fishing chest rigs, and nothing was the way that I needed it to be, the way that I wanted it to be. I looked at PFDs, or personal flotation devices, if you didn't know what that meant. And while there were some that were pretty cool and they had pouches and stuff, they still did not offer what I wanted. They didn't offer the GoPro mounting option. They didn't offer mounting options for fishing pliers, medical supplies, phone options, and then pouches that would actually hold some of my other camera gear. And I wasn't happy with them. So I was like, well, I'm a veteran. I was a U.S. Army infantry veteran. I served in the Army back in 2005 to 2009, including a tour of duty in Iraq from 2007 to 2008. And we used Molle, which is what this mounting system is called, where it's the little loops that go through these little pieces right here. We used those things, those pieces, which were the pouches that attach to it. And I was like, man, they make all kinds of stuff nowadays. I know I can make my own. I'm like, why don't I make my own chest rig? So that's what I started out doing. And I started doing some research, looking for some stuff, and that's what I did. And it is slowly over time I built it out from scratch into what it is now. And right now is technically, I would say, phase 2. I didn't show you guys phase 1. I might show you a picture if I have it of what it looked like in the very infant stage, but this is like the final part of phase 2. And then phase 3 is going to be a potentially a detachable PFD. It'll be one of those low profile PFDs, but I have to figure that out yet. I don't wear a PFD, and I know that is totally wrong, especially in the kayak fishing community. It's really dangerous. I put my life in my own hands when I don't wear one. I am going to rectify that very shortly. It's on the agenda. But I usually, when I fish, I'm very close to shore. I don't go out really far, and I do have contingency plans with that. But like I said, I am working on a PFD option with this, and to be fair, I can probably still wear one of those low profile ones with this. I just don't have one yet. I haven't tried it, but I do have a PFD on my boat at all times, and it is easily accessible. If I were to fall over or my boat flip, it's going to come out of the boat and I can just grab it. But anyway, that'll be phase 3. I will do a video on that, probably on the build itself when I try to figure that out. But anyway, yeah, so that's why I wear this thing, and I really like it. I've tested it for months and months, and it's gone really well. Alright, so now what I want to do is I want to go over some of the features of this thing and why I have them the way that I do. So one of the new features that I just added, and I haven't even taken it out on the water yet, is this item right here. This is a really awesome piece of equipment called a Therm 2.0 comms phone case. So as you can see right here, it has a window. This is a removable sticker. Multicam sticker. You don't have to take it off. As a matter of fact, I have one on my actual plate carrier up here. Right here it's got a Velcro piece, but this sticker comes off to allow your phone. You can use your phone camera here to film or whatnot. But what's really cool about this case, and what really drew it to me, is number one, it attaches to Molle, which is great, but number two, it makes your phone waterproof, which is a big selling point for me, because if I ever did go over in the water, I want something that's going to protect my phone while it's on my person, because I might need to call for help at some point. So this is 100% waterproof, and like I said, it's called the Therm 2.0 comms case, and I will link that in the description of this video so you guys can see it. Now, in order for me to mount this on the chest rig that I have, which I'm also going to link in the description, I had to get a second panel that actually velcros in between down here, and then attaches up here, which I will also link. I'm going to link everything in the description. You guys will have the full build of this, and if you want to build this exactly the way I do, or you want to modify it a little bit, you'll have all the parts available on Amazon, and you guys can do it. But anyway, it attaches up at the top up here with these, and then it velcros down at the bottom. It is a separate panel up at the top for your chest. So this is attached to the chest piece right here. And what's really neat is if I get like a text message or anything, it actually opens down, and as you can see, I can look straight down. And what's neat is it actually has these little clasps right here, which is on springs, and it keeps your phone snug, so it's not going to come out. This is the extra large version, because I have a iPhone 13 Pro Max. They make a smaller version for smaller phones, and if you look up, you can actually see which one you need. But yeah, your phone's not coming out of this thing. I mean, it's very well made and very snug. So it just clips in like that, which is really cool. Alright, so let's move down to the next part of it. I have my GoPro Hero 12 on a media mod attached to the actual chest mount itself using a Molle attachment point right here. And I will link that in the description as well. Now, you see how it is very floppy, but when you put this thing on, it is pretty solid. It will shake a little bit, but when you're filming, you won't get any shake at all, because this has stabilization mode. It's actually, and you guys have been watching my videos for a while on this channel, you know that this is coming from this camera, so it's very well made, and it does really well. So it's pretty awesome. This case doesn't get in the way. Usually it's not straight up and down like this anyway. It's actually pulled out some, so I just reach over and I press the button and it's done. Press it and take it off. Now I do want to show you something on this media mod. If I can do this real quick. This one is really tight because of the piece that I have in here. Give me 1 second. Okay, so sorry about that. It took me a minute. I had to pop this open. So generally speaking, with the media mod, you couldn't use these without taking off the mount. You'd actually have to take the mount off, fold this up, and then pull the camera out of the media mod to get your battery out and your media card out. But they make this little adapter that screws down in, and it has this piece down here that goes to the mount, to where you no longer have to unscrew everything and take it off. You can just pull this out. I'm going to link this in the description too. I think this piece is about $20, but it is an absolute godsend, because when I need to change out batteries, I can just pop it out and then pop the GoPro back in just like that. Which brings us to our next piece of equipment, and that is this little pouch right here. This little pouch right here holds all of my extra GoPro batteries. And the Velcro is very well done. And it holds extra charged GoPro batteries. So that's just what this little pouch is for. This is an embroidered third beard fishing pouch that my wife made for me, and we sewed it on Velcro. So that's what that's for. It's starting to fade a little bit, but yeah, I'll link this pouch in the description as well. But it works out really great. So let's move to the left. I'm going to link this pouch in the description as well. When I flipped this GoPro down, you saw this cord here. This cord actually plugs into the back of my GoPro, because this pouch is an external charging pouch. I have a Pocket Juice external charger. I'm not going to link this in the description. You guys can use whichever ones you want. This one is for my phone if I need it. If I need to charge my phone, I have an external charger in here. And then I also have this charging brick, if I can pull it out. Come on. It's hard to do this stuff one-handed, but I have an external charging brick attached to the C cord here. I think this is a 10,000 amp milliamp charger, but it's attached to the C cord here, and then it just runs down inside this, and then it just runs to that cord. So when I'm not filming, I can actually charge the battery on my GoPro. Now, you can run this GoPro without a battery. I just don't typically do it. I'm finding issues with doing that with the media mod. The connection to the wire is pretty trashy, so I don't usually do that. But you can run a GoPro without a battery. And if you don't have the battery in it, it generally does not overheat. So it's super cool. But I like the media mod because you don't get as much wind noise. Alright, let's move to the right. This is something that is very, very noticeable and something that I use pretty regularly on this system. And that is my fishing pliers. Now, I wanted to kind of stick with the theme of multicam for my fishing pliers, or the greenish color. So I went searching and I found these Cast King green fishing pliers in this hard case. Now you can see these things are well used. They're dirty. There's a little bit of rust on them. I need to clean them. They have cutters on them. But as you can see, they're very well used and very well liked. I can't say anything bad about these fishing pliers. I love them. I also love the fact that the mount itself actually fits down inside the Molle really well. The only thing that had to be done, I had to modify it a little bit, and that is down here. You can sort of see back in this little hole, I had to zip tie it to this bottom part of the Molle. It slides a little bit down at the bottom, but it won't come out when I use my pliers. So when I need to pull them out, I can just reach in and pull them out, and this won't come off. So that's how I modified that to make it work. So these are Cast King fishing pliers, and they're awesome. So I will link those in the description. They're really good, they're really awesome, and I love them. Alright, so let's make our way to the bottom, and this is an OG pouch. This is on the first rendition as well. This pouch is a drop pouch, is what we call it in the military. As you can see at the bottom, I actually have a tourniquet. This is a real tourniquet, and I do have, I was actually trained in the military to use one of these. I know how to use them on other people as well as myself. I actually carried a number of these on my person. So I always have this available, especially since I shark fish. You just never know what's going to happen. It's just good to have some medical training on yourself, as well, and some medical equipment. So I always have a tourniquet down here strapped to it. I have my placard that has my name on it, as well as my handle at Third Beard Fishing. I had this specially made on Amazon. I probably won't share that link. You can look it up. But this is a long pouch, and I bought this one specifically, and I will link this pouch specifically, because this pouch actually is the perfect length to hold. This is just the case, because I'm filming with it right now, to hold my DJI Pocket 2 camera, because when I'm out fishing on my kayak, I run into issues where I don't film enough B-roll for my videos. So scenes of wildlife that I see while I'm out, or just me, you know, going down the creek or down the river, or, you know, I see a neat boat that goes by, or a storm or something, I need to just real quick grab my camera, pop it out, and start filming real quick. That's what this pouch is for, and it has completely changed the way my videos run and look now. My videos are much nicer, they're more entertaining. I've caught some really cool stuff like baby manatees and turtles and all kinds of cool things, because I have this camera always on me for B-roll. So that's what this pouch is for. It's my B-roll camera pouch. But like I said, you can do it for whatever you guys want to, and they make bigger ones too, which is really cool. I also keep my fishing gloves in there that I put on when I first start, but I just keep them in there ready, because that's where they're going to be when I start out in the beginning. So give me 1 second. Let me get this zipped up. Alright, so I'm gonna kind of turn this real quick to the left here, or technically to the right. So now we're gonna look at this pouch, and as you can see, I don't know where this patch came from. I think it actually came on a pouch that I ordered at some point. It might even have been this one, but I will link this pouch in the description of this video. It actually has a phone holder in the front, but I use it to hold my net gator that I put on at the beginning of each fishing trip. This is a multicam net gator. I can link that in the description as well if you'd like to check it out. I put that on in the very beginning, but this is my medical pouch. It's very good to have medical supplies on you at all times, because if you're a fisherman, you know you get hooks in you, or you cut yourself by leader, or a fish will cut you, and I have bandages in here, I have gloves, I have all kinds of stuff in here. I have antiseptic wipes. I even have a pen. A pen is very important for tourniquets, because you need to put the time the tourniquet was placed on, and everything. So this is my medical pouch. I'm going to be adding some more medical stuff like a pressure bandage and other things there too. And of course, you got to have trauma shears as well. And I will give you guys a hint on trauma shears. While they're great for cutting through cloth and things, they're also really good at cutting through fishing line. They are actually better than any of the cutters that are out there on the market. I like these better than anything, so I do use those for that as well. But yeah, this is my medical pouch. Okay, so now we're over here on the right side of the chest rig, and this pouch, like I said, I'm going to link all this stuff in the description. This pouch is a very important pouch for me when I'm on the water, especially in the backcountry creeks. When I'm alone by myself, there are some dangerous animals back there. and you can run into dangerous people as well. This is my pew pew pouch, is what we're going to call it. So in the front here, it has some storage for things that go inside the pew pews. We'll just call it that. And then inside the pouch, I'm not going to really show you inside the pouch or talk about what's in the pouch, but let's just say I have some protection inside the pouch. This protection inside the pouch, and this pouch is big enough to hold a Glock, let's just say a G43X in 9mm, okay? But yeah, I always make sure that I have protection on me whenever I'm out fishing, which is legal here in the state of Florida. Technically, legally, when I'm fishing, I can actually have it out on display, but I don't do that. But I do always have it at the ready, and that is what this pouch is for. And if you guys are out kayak fishing, especially in the state of Florida, always be prepared for any possibilities, especially with alligators. You just never know, especially when you're alone. And you should be protecting yourself as well too. So anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Alright, so all in all, this chest rig is pretty freaking awesome. I am going to flip it around real quick and show you some things about the back and how the straps work, and talk to you a bit about some modifications that I did to make it a little bit more comfortable and feasible for myself. Okay, so I'm having to hold this because it's wanting to drop down, because this mannequin's really skinny. But here are the way the back straps work. Now, originally these were not connected, but I actually riveted this in a cross strap right here. These rivets were not originally there, but I riveted it myself in the comfortable position. You can learn how to do that. Not a big deal. It's really simple. You can get the stuff here on Amazon. You just have to look for it. I made the rivets myself, put the rivets in myself, and it's made it much more comfortable to wear. And I don't even unclip these. I'm gonna let it slide down. It clips to the sides right here on these shoulder straps. I don't unclip these. I just lift this thing right up over my head, set it down, and then I use this belly band, and I unclip it, and then I just clip the belly band around my waist, and that's what holds this thing on. So you will have to make some adjustments. Once you adjust the shoulder straps, I would just go ahead and tape it. That's what I did. If you want to, it just helps to not have a bunch of like loose stuff hanging out. This I didn't mind. It's not that long, so I just left it. But yeah, that's what you do, and that's all the real modifications you really need to do. You can do whatever you want to, but this will make it a lot more comfortable and will keep these straps off your neck. That's just my 2 cents on that. Alright everybody, so there it is. It's on. This is what it looks like when it's on. Like I said, the phone case is pretty awesome. I get something on here, I can pop around and look at it like this, and I can zoom in, I can check out my radar, I can sit here and text message or whatnot, close it up, I'm good to go. I've got my GoPro ready to go. If I need my camera, I just pop that out like this. If I need my protection, just pop it out like this, ready to go. If I need any medical supplies, they're right here. If I need my trauma shears, they're right here. Everything is within arm's reach and ready to go. If I need a new battery, pop it out right there. If I need my tourniquet, it's right here. Everything's within arm's reach and ready to go while I'm sitting on my kayak. I don't have to fumble around. I don't have to reach back behind me while I'm on my kayak. I'm in my seat, ready to go. All my stuff is within arm's reach. Even my fishing gear when I'm on my kayak, and my leader, my most used stuff, my leader and my lures and stuff are right in front of me. When I'm tying leader, I don't have to fumble around and reach down and grab my my scissors and stuff that are on lanyards, and snip things and put them back. Everything's right here. This thing is amazing, and I really would love for you guys to give Molle a chance. Now, you don't have to go full on camouflage. They make black and brown and green, solid green colors, that you can do whatever you guys want to do. But this is something that I would highly recommend, and I think it would be very beneficial for y'all. You can literally do anything you want to. It's a fully customized system. I just thought maybe it'd be pretty cool to bring my past, which was the military, into the fishing community and show you guys how I did this and why I did this and what you guys can use it for too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it was informative, and I hope it gave you guys some ideas. And until next time, I'll see you guys back on the water. Take care. Hello everyone. If you could, I'd love for you guys to check out my father-in-law's YouTube channel. It's a YouTube channel that I also edit videos for, called Bearded Lumber. They are a full-service sawmill and kiln channel, and they are an amazing channel. I hope you guys will check them out. The link is in the description of this video, so check them out. You'll really enjoy this YouTube channel. Thank you. Thank you for watching Third Beard Fishing. Here's a video selection and a playlist suggestion, and feel free to subscribe here. Thank you.